We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In it to win it. Set, ready. Keep it moving. Okay. Let's make some good plays today. Lock them here on this side.
Now here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And some room to maneuver. That good for 22 on the first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that way. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. All right. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson looking there for Brooks, but intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive is starting a great field position. It's facing 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mahomes. The Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Bringing him down for a loss was Tariq Castro-Fields with a really nice effort. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down mark. And this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Running on first down, Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. Well, throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, Charles, he started one single corner in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. Last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him go up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mahomes' throw into the hands of Fant. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. And again, it's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Here's Mahomes to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Quez Watkins from 10 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the Wilson hit? It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there. Someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Throwing left side, it's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. First and goal inside the 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Noah Fant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Wilson to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Mahomes now on first down. Going up top. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And Barney, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Excellent job on the tackle for loss by Harold Landry, shooting into the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Noah Fant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to... And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Watkins here. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end fan. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Mahomes' throw here into the hands of Moore. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Eckler now between the tackles. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 41, Wilson. Quick strike to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Now Wilson on 1st down. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Olamide Zaccheaus from 21 yards away. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Gold with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. This one out quickly to Watkins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the